Good morning, luminous beings, peacemakers. We all are peacemakers. Yeah, we all are awakening our souls. If ever there was a time to awaken our soul, this is the time, right? When the going gets rough, the rough awaken their soul. Yeah, so we get another opportunity today to merge our love, my dears. No small thing. We have an opportunity today, my dears, to walk in that sovereign authority of ourselves, holding the space of just magnificent, just beyond your wildest dreams, thoughts, and and focus. Yeah, that this is just another stupendous opportunity. Good morning, Ricardo. Good morning, Tara. I saw that some of you already put the hearts up before we even started, so that just says it all right there. Some hearts went up right before we came on this stream this morning. There it is. There are the Clarks. Yeah, that's what I that's what I'm talking about. And you're just right on, my dears. All of you are right on. You're absolutely 100% dialed in. And let's keep going. That's right. It's just a matter of keeping the dial on spirit, keeping your consciousness on the reality, the source of us, right? Yesterday we talked about we all come from the same source. And today we're going to look at there's a new being coming into our world. There's a new you and me awakening. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the dark side brings. And you could say that's what war brings. But it's not like war is necessary to have that happen, right? So, but listen, I want to start us off with this quote. Actually, let me just go to here. Yeah. Well, not to mention that we're in a 3-3 March 3rd. The March 3rd, no, March 2nd. But a red moon invocation is happening with the moon, the Virgo, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to go there right now. I'm going to go to something else. Yep. Give me a second, my dear. A new frequency is rising. This is called a new frequency is rising. That's inside you, Tara, inside you, Ricardo, inside you, Narayan, Lynn, Lisa, Ken. That's plenty. That's plenty to change the world. It only takes one to change the world. One person who changes themselves and stays steady in love with the spirit, with the source of all that is, changes the world. So good job. I truly believe, this person says, we are watching the beginning of a new kind of human being emerging on this earth. That's all we're asking, my dears. Just be a new being today. Be one of these people that this guy's talking about. A new kind of human being emerging on this earth. Not a different species, but a different way of living, a different way of thinking, and a different way of feeling. That's all. That's all. Not a different species, but a different way of living, a different way of thinking, and a different way of feeling. A frequency of people who are no longer driven by fear. I know we hear that a lot, right? When love takes the place of fear, when understanding takes the place of misunderstanding, that everything is like this building, like in the movie Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, when St. Francis, decided to make his little church there, San Damiano. They had a beautiful scene in there where they're talking about brick by brick, just one brick by a time, and a beautiful song that accompanied that little scene there. So this is just one breath at a time, one one of us at a time, or in this case, we're a collective. So we're the rainbow tribe. So as we are, everything is. All right. So it's a frequency of people who no longer are driven by fear, control, or the need to dominate, but by awareness, compassion, and a deep inner knowing that life is meant to be lived in harmony. You know, Yogananda had only one rule for his monastic order when he founded it: harmony first, harmony first. Awareness, compassion, and deep inner knowing that life is meant to be lived in harmony first. That means it's better to be completely wrong about something than to try to defend yourself about it, right? It's better to just that you just are completely out of it, but you're not trying to defend something, right? You're just letting it go, and that's the way it comes out. But it's much better to have the control so that what does come through you, the words, the energies, the vibrations, are this new human being emerging on the planet right now. That we each become that one person who we absolutely admire, that we absolutely, bow to, and that's not ego stuff. It's spirit stuff. It's spirit, soul, spirit. Here we come. You can see it everywhere right now if you look closely. More people are questioning old systems. Yeah. More people walking away from what never felt right. More people choosing peace over proving themselves. That's what I meant to say. You're trying to prove yourself about something. Much better just let it go. And let say, let them tell you you're completely wrong. Go, yeah, I know. It's nothing new, right? More people are questioning the old systems. More people are walking away from what never felt right. More people choosing peace over proving themselves. More people realizing that success without meaning is empty, and that real wealth is found in connection, purpose, and presence. Connection, purpose, and presence. It's a new human. The human. The human woman. This doesn't mean the world isn't chaotic. In fact, the chaos may be exactly what is making space for this shift to happen. It is for me. And I bet you would raise your hands, not to say you need to do anything right now. This doesn't mean the world isn't chaotic. In fact, the chaos may be exactly what is making space for this shift to happen, my dear. When old structures start to crack, it gives room for something new to grow, right? When the old system collapses down, it gives us something new to build. And what's growing right now isn't louder, it isn't more aggressive, and it isn't trying to force itself on anyone. It's quieter than that, but it's stronger. It's stronger. The strength of the immortal soul, all powerful, almighty, immortal soul are you, Tara, Ricardo, Narayan, Liv, Lisa, Tammy, all powerful. Almighty intuition. And I'd like to think of AI as that. Almighty intuition. AI. Almighty intuition. Yeah. Let's see what's happening here on the screen. It gets dark. I gotta somehow get an electrician out there and get the right setup for my stream room, my dears. I'm sorry that I go dark on this darn thing. But anyway, let's just hold out. There's some light. But let me finish this. People who want to live awake, yeah, people who want peace on earth, not just victory for their side. And now, let me go back to this. It's the frequency of people who want abundance for all, not just for themselves. And people who want peace on earth, not just victory for their side. People who want truth, even when it's uncomfortable. and people who want to live awake, not just survive asleep. That frequency is spreading faster than most realize, not because it's being pushed, but because people are remembering. This is why you're here on this line. All we do is help us to remember, right? All we do is spark things in each other. All we do is love the love that's in each other and pouring through us and out into our world, right? That's all we do. That's why we come here. Tara, Ricardo, Narayan, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Tammy. That's why. So that this frequency that we're creating as one little group, one little corner of this world on this planet, that frequency is spreading faster than most realize. And I hope you can realize today how much you change, each of you, and how excited you are to change even more today, right? That we can always improve on our knowing of our oneness with Source, right? We can always improve on that. That's what's so beautiful. So that frequency is spreading faster than most realize, not because it's being pushed, but because people are remembering. And once someone remembers who they really are, they can never fully go back to who they were. I hope you said adios to your old self, my dears. I hope you said thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories. All is good. I'm going to go on that fire horse and I'm going to ride into the sunset. I'm going to ride into new beginnings. I'm going to ride into, that sovereign authority of myself, where I go direct to spirit. I go direct to my higher self. I go direct to this little pang of love that I feel in my heart because it feels so right, because it feels so pure, because it has nothing to do with the selfish ego person. It has everything to do with who we all are and how everything really is in the reality. So just sit with that for a moment and look at that face. Look at that face behind me on my shoulder. Look at that. How can you not love that face? It's the happy doodle. Yeah, how can you not love a little puppy's face, huh? How can you not fall helplessly in love with animals and everything good and beautiful that God made in this creation? Wow. It's almost impossible when you see the Lord in the presence of these living things and trees and plants, and it's absolutely stunning. You know why? Because you have the consciousness of that awareness. You're now seeing like a seer. You're seeing like a seer, my dears. So the good old Buddhists, they have some really powerful things to say about war. They say we cannot justify war whatsoever. To justify war is to justify killing. To justify killing is to wound our own humanity. It's such beautiful teachings. So brothers, let us cease this fighting. Let us find peace. Brothers and sisters, let us cease this fighting. And you know where it starts? You know where this new beginnings and this new person that's coming into full bloom on the planet. The awakening soul. The awakening soul is this idea that we have brothers and sisters joining together to cease fighting, and they're bringing peace instead. This all over the world, all over the globe, and more are on their way, my dears. But that's part of the Buddhist teachings, and there's a whole gamut of things to say about that. But we're not going to say it this time. I'm just going to give you a little of this astrology, just so you're aware of what a good way to go about today, my dears, because we're in a heck of a pickle here on planet Earth, as you know. This is an astrological forecast for March 2nd, 2026. If I'm not mistaken, that's today. The moon is in Leo, moving into Virgo. And I know some of you don't give a darn about Leo or Virgo, but that's what's happening. This is what's important for us. The first half of today is very traumatic. It's very traumatic. So just be aware. Just be aware. Just be absolutely 100% attached in the safety of your own awareness of your immortal soul. Okay. It is better to take care of yourself, preferably not visiting public places today where people gather. There may be unpleasant news and provocations. In the afternoon, gossip and lies will intensify. What else is new, right? The best solution for this day may be sports, but be careful, avoid injuries, and walks in nature. Oh, wow, my girls will love to hear that. Happy and hope. Walks in nature, girls. Let's go. If necessary, you should do tedious, painstaking work, such as accounting documents, since it's the beginning of the month, just to get your energies moving and your mind off of what's happening in our world. Yeah. So that's kind of the astrology for today. But listen to who you are. Let's just listen to who we are. Be the person who radiates calm, right? Can we hear that enough? Can we practice that enough? Be the person who radiates calm. Because when we have peace, when we have peace in our families, when we have peace in our home life, God, that's the first place we got to make peace. We got to make peace with ourselves, and then we got to make peace with our family. Then we got to make peace with our friends. We got to make peace with anyone who crosses our path, and so on and so forth, as each of you know. So be that person who radiates calm, my dears, not because life is perfect, because you've made peace with its imperfections. There's a war going on. There's lies being told. There's this and that, all this deceit, all this, wrong information. And yet you, my dears, are making peace out of all these imperfections. Wow, way to go. And it starts within. You heal your mind by choosing not to entertain every anxious thought. You want to know how to heal your mind? Not give in to all those thoughts. Let them come in, let them go out, and make sure you don't serve them lunch. All right? In through the front door, out through the back door. Adios. You heal your mind by choosing not to entertain every anxious thought, by softening your grip on the things you can't control. Wow. You let go of attachments that keep you tense and the need to be understood by everyone. You let go of all those things, my dears. Wow, what a liberating thing this is. And the chase for validation, all of that illusion of permanence, we decide no longer works in today's world. And this little thing, if you think people are needing to change, this is what they say is happening in our universe. Our universe, counter universe, galaxy and counter galaxy, has moved now in its entirety into much higher cosmic tier of creation. And this is amplifying the whole universal frequency bands immensely and intensely. You think we're the only ones that need to change? The universe is changing. We're all changing. We're all being, in this case, totally manipulated by the divine beloved. How's that? The one thing that you can absolutely rest assured is the right thing to be, if you want to use this word even, manipulated by. But this universal frequency is immense and intensifying. This has a ripple effect on all the heavenly bodies, my dears, and of course, planet Earth and our own. So listen, Ricardo G, it's important to stay tuned into your highest soul self. Into your highest soul self. Your highest soul self and the highest dimensional state We all game for that. We're set up for this. This is our training camp. This is training day, my dears. This is a new frequency day. This is where all those things that are most frequently coming out of our mouths or coming into our heads is simplified at the least and is nullified at the best, that we do not allow that old stuff to run the show. All right. But wow, it's extremely important to stay tuned into your highest soul self, Narayan G, which you live by, you live in, and the heart cohesion fields. The heart cohesion fields. That means your heart is just dialed into the universal, unceasing, whatever day this is, since day one of our timeless, unconditional love. Yeah, we are totally fixed on that today. Our highest soul self and the highest dimensional state and the heart cohesion fields. Let's be in the fields, like in that movie, Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. Let's be in the fields today. Let's go to the field and join Rumi there. He said, come on, I'm in the field. Beyond right and wrong, come and join me there, right? So we're gonna go to that highest soul self, the highest dimensional state and heart cohesion fields. Otherwise, you'll feel at times as if your whole bodies are disintegrating or under severe pressure in ways you cannot even try to express in words. So it's kind of a do or die, you know. Times when times get rough, you got to make sure that you are doing those things that bring you into the highest state, like we just explained. Otherwise, if everything was peachy keen, my dears, would you be this focused on the truth of you? I don't think so. That's the problem. That's why we're in this fix, because we took things for granted, because we are entitled, right? There's too much good and plenty, you know, and we took it for granted. And if you take it for granted, Divine Mother has to take it away. She has to make things the way they are. And that's what we're getting. So hang in there, my dears. We are being assisted through this by the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, and all those in charge of the medical units on Sirius, ascended master healers, as well as archangels, Metatron, Raphael, Mary, Gabriel, Mariel, and their angels. Huh? Isn't this more fun than watching the news? Therefore, know that all which is still an old paradigm will be disintegrating at the seams, my dears, but it ain't you. What's being disintegrating at the seams is the old self and the old way of life, the old taken for granted life, that we have all the abundance that we need, blah, blah, blah. And we want more, 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 right? We just got the right attitude going at the right time in the history of our souls, in the history of our awakening. Therefore, know that which is still an old paradigm will be disintegrating at the seams to make way for the new higher dimensional frequency bands. Stay centered, my dears, and fully rooted and grounded in Mother Earth. Things will start happening we could not even dream of happening even 3 months ago. Stay in the flow. Stay in the flow, Tara. I know you will. Our souls are one with the monad. That's the one supreme force. Our souls are one with the monad. No, the monad, have all the navigational tools. Go deeper within. Wow. So I just got to get through this to give you an update. See, this is our soul news. This is our soul news. This is our soul update for today. And our soul astrology and our soul way of being, in a new way of being, in a new way of living, in a new way of thinking, in a new way of loving. So, but this is actually the thing I wanted to read primarily, and we'll kind of just scoot with this a little bit because it's all about the spirit. Let's not forget the Spirit, the omnipresent, all-pervading Spirit. Oh, all-pervading Spirit. Oh, all-pervading Spirit. The breeze of your inspiration has banished all clouds. The firmament of my mind, the firmament of my mind is clear. With purified eyes, I behold everywhere, everywhere, only thee. I behold everywhere, only thee. Oh, all pervading Spirit, oh, all pervading Spirit. The breeze of your inspiration has banished all clouds. The firmament of my mind is clear. And with purified eyes, I behold everywhere, everywhere only thee. I behold everywhere only thee. Just some words from Yogananda, just saying, oh, all pervading Spirit. That's what we need to understand and have that cohesion going on with the heart love, with the harmony, with the new beginnings, with our even better attitude than we had yesterday. So listen, this says the body is the temple, my dears. The mind is the instrument, my dears, but spirit is the flame. Spirit is the flame. We live in a world that teaches us to serve the body and worship the mind, right? To feed the body, to protect the body. But now we need to train the mind, sharpen the mind, control the mind. But the spirit, listen, the very essence that animates all of it is often left unseen. Awaken your soul, my dears. I used to have a song too. I feel the love. And then people would sing, I feel the love. I feel the love. I feel the love. They would repeat, awakening. And they would repeat, awakening. I feel the love. They say, I feel the love. I feel the love. Awakening. Awakening. I feel the love. Awakening. Awakening. Yeah. So we used to sing that a lot with my band in the old days at the Soul of Yoga. But the spirit is that animates everything, my dears, is often left unseen, but not anymore. That's why you're the seer. That's why you see through the eyes, the vision of your heart, that big vision we talked about recently. That big heart vision is yours to walk with today and be seen. Because if not, it's the great forgetting. This is why the planet is in the shape that it's in, the great forgetting. We forgot. Wait till you hear this reading from the Buddhists. We forget. We forget to be kind. We forget to understand and all that stuff. Because spirit, my dears, is not some abstract idea. It's not fantasy. It's not weakness. It's not something separate from life. Spirit is the invisible current of life itself. Invisible current that moves you today, breathes you today, beats your heart, gives you the guidance today. Spirit is the sacred force breathing you right now. Spirit is the intelligence behind your intuition. Spirit is the still presence behind thought. Spirit is the eternal spark behind all eyes. Wow. Even that practice, looking at people right in the eyes and knowing there's an eternal spark in those eyes. Wow. Without spirit, the body is only form. Without spirit, the mind becomes noise. Without spirit, life can look full on the outside and still feel empty within. This is why so many people have everything they thought they wanted, yet still feel disconnected, restless, unfulfilled. Spirit has been ignored, my dears. And when spirit is ignored, the soul begins to whisper through emptiness. through longing, through grief, through the sense that something holy is missing because something is missing. We were never meant to live only from muscle, survival, logic, and performance. We were meant to live in communion with the deeper field of our being. We are not flesh. We are not just thoughts. We are not just our story. We are the living expression of the divine made visible. Woohoo! Spirit is the bridge between the human and the eternal. It is a part of you that knows without proof. You see, we don't have to defend ourselves anymore because the proof is in the pudding. And the pudding is that we are kinder than we've ever been in our life and more understanding and more empathetic than ever before. So we're that part that knows without proof, that feels truth before language, that recognize synchronicity, sacred timing, symbols, dreams, and inner guidance. The body ages, the mind changes, but spirit remains the flame. So this is advising us this, and we'll end with this, my dears. Because healing the body matters. Oh, sit in silence long enough to hear it. This is our mission possible today. Sit in silence long enough to hear it. Protect your energy enough to feel it, especially the first part of the day. Clear your life enough to receive it. Stop feeding only what is visible and begin nourishing what is eternal. Because healing the body matters. Refining the mind matters, but awakening the spirit changes everything. Everything. Awaken the spirit. When spirit is honored, your mind becomes clearer, your body becomes more harmonious, your path becomes more aligned, and life stops feeling random. It begins to feel sacred, my dears. This is the return. This is the remembrance. See, if the forgetfulness was in charge for so long on this planet, now guess what? Now the spirit is remembered. This is the time to stop living as if spirit is optional. It's not optional. It's vital. It's absolutely the only purpose we're here is to awaken that spirit within. Spirit is not extra. Spirit is life. Come and awaken your soul. I am, you are, we are one heart and infinite consciousness. I know I said a lot. I read a lot. I know. But for me, it's like you have it on tape for later, right? So what comes through went through the front door and went out the back door. You got whatever you needed, my dears. And that is so special. That's so special that we each can get one thing, just one thing that you just remember, something that just, had a spark, lit up a spark in you. That can make this whole day, right? Do you find that? Do you find that, my dears? So let's rub on this. Let's rub on this, Ricardo. Nice scene you got there, brother. And then we got Narayan G and Lynn rubbing their hands, Lori, everybody just vibing in this new space, which is the ever new. From joy we came, in joy we live, and in that sacred joy, one day we will melt again, my dears. Let's chant it on. Oh. Let's do another just for good measure. Just to hit you in that sweet spot. Your sweet spot where you just feel 100% complete and whole and vital and totally tuned in to the spirit soul. Inhale. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Let's make sure our glasses are on nice and snug so we can deal with this Virgo and whatever that we read about this morning. Is supposed to be pretty traumatic, so let's stay cool, calm, centered, happy. Let's just go the other way. If the world is freaked out in fear, we just go the other way. We love, right? And we care. That's the deal. Love brings caring. Love brings empathy. And we share. The most fun part is the sharing. Yeah, the more you share, the happier you'll be today. Check it out. The more you give your love away, my dears, just to anybody, whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, just give love to it, because all that will develop into what is called the clairs, the claircognizance, clair um, omnipresence, the clair sentience, all of it. You'll have absolute intuitive powers awakening. Woo! There goes Lynn Adams. She's going to be skipping down the street. I can tell. Woo-hoo! She's got her little fingers working the magic. So does Tara. So does Ricardo and his beautiful scene behind him. And here we go, Rainbow Tribe. Thank you so much. Let me just put this thing. I said so much this morning. Well, I'm just wondering, was there something that maybe caught your attention in all that rambling that what we could say can make your day? Was there anything said there that could make your day? That just would, yeah. Tara gets so much. She gets so much inflow of this that I know I can hear her. I can hear her telling me about it. So thank you, Tara, for that. And Ricardo sits there like the Buddha, the Lord Buddha, in nature. Yeah, holding on to the feel good, brother. Yeah. Whew. Peace. All right. Well, I think we'll all make it through another day, don't you think? Yeah. Fly high, baby. Let's fly high into the golden light. Let's fly higher and higher. Let's fly high into the golden light. Let's fly high. Let's fly high. Let's fly high. Let's fly high. Let's fly high into the golden light. All right. Look at that. Thanks, Ricardo, for all those hearts. Woo! Thank you, Soul Tribe. Love you more than ever. And that's saying more than ever. Oh, namaste. Have a beautiful day. I know you will. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again tomorrow. Love you.